We live in an era in which US-based superhero movies are breaking records one after the other. They've got Iron Man, Batman, Superman, Spider-Man and dozens of other superheroes. So at such time we often ask ourselves, don't we have any superheroes of our own? Well, we have, and there are many of them. Before we begin, click the subscribe button if you haven't and turn on the notifications by hitting the bell icon. Today, we are looking at 5 Indian superheroes who deserve a solo movie. Movies in which producers should start investing so that we can at least try to have our own Avengers. Nagraj. Created by Sanjay Gupta in late 1980s, Nagraj is a well-sculptured, snappy hairdo shaped like the hood of a snake with a minty green snakeskin body. Nagraj specialized in fighting terrorists who disturbed his city Mahanagar. Inspired by the webcasting Spider-Man, Nagraj could shoot long lines of poisonous snakes and could have even mortified orcs had he known they existed. The man had no vices either. He frequented pubs, yes, but drank only milk. His love interest was a snake woman, Saudangi, who lived inside his body and came out to help him whenever he was in trouble. Think about it, he sounds like the coolest superhero ever. Shakti. Sadly, women did not have much of a spotlight as far as superheroes comics were concerned, except perhaps for Shakti. Blessed with the powers from goddess Kali, she could turn any metal into a weapon and had the power of fire in her hands. She could turn goons into crispy marshmallows if she wished. And the least we forget, the women had a third eye. Amazing, isn't it? Doga. This muscular superhuman was quite in vogue at one point of time. He wore the mask of a dog, beat bad men into a pulp and whenever required, used an ultrasonic whistle which attracted dogs the same way the Pied Piper's flute attracted children. Only these dogs weren't led to a river but rather came to Doga's rescue in almost every fight. Adopted and brought up by a dacoit Halkan Singh, Doga grew up in the company of dogs and understood their language just as they understood his. This series did much for the reputation of street dogs back then and can break many records if made into a movie now. Super Commando Dhruv. He could swing like Tarzan, his right hook was enough to floor even the beefiest of goons, he wore a blue and yellow uniform and somehow made it work, and to top everything, he rode a motorcycle. Complete winner. The son of circus acrobats, Dhruv was adopted by a police officer after his parents passed away and lived in a city called Rajnagar. And although he didn't know this, it was Dhruv's sister from his adoptive parents who doubled up as the blonde wig-wearing superwoman Chandika, who sometimes showed up to help him. This project was supposed to be launched as a web series earlier, but due to some issues it was not made. But as they say, better late than never. Shaktiman. Every 90s kid will remember watching Shaktiman in weekends on Doordarshan. Shaktiman attained his heroic powers through deep meditation and was capable of activating certain chakras, which gave him his many powers. Shaktiman's alter ego, a photographer for the newspaper Aaj Ki Awaaz, named Pandit Gangadhar Vidyadhar Mayadhar Omkar Nath Shastri, falls in love with Geeta Vishwas, a reporter for the same newspaper. Shaktiman's rival is Tamraj Kilvish, and who could not forget his famous line, Andhera Kayam Rahe. Shaktiman was planned to be relaunched again, but the idea was soon turned down. But if one day anyone tries to make this show as a movie, it will definitely be a blockbuster. So these were our picks for 5 Indian superheroes who deserve a solo movie. Indian producers should start making superhero movies more, and who knows, we might get our own cinematic universe. Thank you so much for watching. Write it down in the comments if you have some video ideas for our channel, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button and watch the previous stuff. We know you will love too.